For those of you who don't know, my name is Shepalle and I'm a trademark attorney. I help entrepreneurs legally protect their brands, business, and creative content. And in today's video, I am going to talk to my beauty gurus out there. So I am going to tell you how to trademark or give you tips on how to trademark your beauty business, whether you're selling a product or a service. These tips will help you. And because I'm a lawyer, I do have to say that this video is not legal advice. This video is for educational purposes only. So make sure you guys read the disclaimer below. And by watching this video, you acknowledge that you have read that disclaimer. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So tip number one is to research. Whenever you're going to file a trademark application, you need to do your research to make sure that the name or the logo or the slogan that you are trying to trademark is available for use in your industry. When you are doing your research and looking to see if anyone else is using that name, you should not only be looking up the exact name, you should also be looking to see if anyone is using a name that is similar to yours, because any similar names may also cause you to be denied by the United States Patent and Trademark Office, which is the office that approves or denies your application, and uspto.gov is the website that you do this on. So that is number one. The number one thing that you want to do is make sure you do your research. Number two is you need to decide whether you need to file an intent to use application or a regular application. So the difference is 1A or 1B. A 1A application means that you are currently using your trademark in commerce. You are selling your products or services using that name. A 1B application means that you intend to use that trademark in the future. So what you're saying is, I am not currently using this name or this logo or this slogan. However, I plan to use it on my products or my services in the future, and I want to reserve this name so that no one else can take this name or use this name while I am preparing to sell my products or services. So you need to decide whether you need a 1A or 1B. 1A is regular application, 1B is an intent to use application. It's very simple to figure that out. It's whether you have a business launched or not. It's as simple as that, okay? So that is the next thing that you guys need to do. And just really quick, this is not in no particular order. These tips is no particular order, so you just kind of use it at your own free will, right? Alrighty. Number three is you want to make sure that you have your specimens on hand. So a specimen is the evidence or proof that you are using the trademark in commerce. So what I find very easy is that if I gather my specimens before I start filing the application, it makes the application process, filing process a little bit smoother. So what you want to do is you want to go to your website, or if you have any type of packaging where you're using that trademark, you want to provide pictures. You want to take pictures. So for example, what I do is I go on the website and I take screenshots of me, of the product, the trademark, the name or logo, whatever you're trademarking, and the product next to each other or somewhere on the page where you can see both in one screenshot. And you should also be able to see like the pricing with that as well. So I go in and I take a screenshot of the website, and that is what I upload as proof that my clients are using their trademarks in commerce. Now, there are other requirements when you upload a website specimen that I won't go into detail about here, but it's really, really good if you go on the USPTO website and watch their video on specimens before you file, if you are filing by yourself. I never, ever, ever recommend anyone to file a trademark application by themselves. I always recommend that you hire an attorney because an attorney can just do things that you may not be able to do or may not understand on your own. And attorneys can file the trademark application the right way for you the first time so that you're not wasting money. Because a lot of people will file their own trademark applications and then they come to me and ask me to fix them once they receive a rejection or office action from the USPTO because it's completely messed up, and it's really making my job harder, right? And so it's easier to just start off with an attorney rather than doing it yourself. All right, enough about that. So number 4 is all about the description box. In your description box, you want to make sure that you are being as specific as possible. So the description box is like basically the identification of goods or services. You want to be as specific as possible. So let's say, for example, you're selling products. You don't just want to say skincare products. You want to say, I'm selling face wash, body wash, skin soap, facial soap, moisturizer, baby oil. You literally want to list out each individual product and then even go deeper than that. So if you put lotion, you want to put what type of lotion, whether it's facial lotion or body lotion. You want to put that type of lotion as well. So the more specific you are, the less chances that the USPTO will come back at you with an office action asking you to clarify. I have had an application where I only put lotion on it, and the examining attorney, which is the person that reviews your application, they came back to me and was like, I need you to tell me what type of lotion. And I'm like, lotion? What other type of lotion is there? But they want you to be very, very specific. So that is how you should do your description box or identification of goods and services. I don't remember. I think on the application it actually say identification of goods. I just keep saying description box, but I'm not sure. Whichever one it say, that's what I'm talking about, okay? And so just to give you guys an example, so if you're selling skincare products, you want to say skincare products, namely face wash, body soap, body lotion, facial lotion or face moisturizer, just kind of very specific like that. I hope that was helpful. So the next tip, which is tip number 5, is to file in the appropriate classifications. So when you file a trademark application, you are not filing that application for everything under the sun. So you don't get that name for everything in the world and no one else can use that name for anything in the world. That's not how it works. The way that it works is that you get that name, you get the exclusive rights to use that name or that logo or that slogan in your industry. So if you are in the industry that you've selected, because some people may have an industry that they're selling these products in, but they didn't actually put that on their application, so they're not protected. You have to be specific and be protected in what's on. You have to be specific so that you'll be protected in what's on your application. So for your classifications, let's say you're doing skincare products, and then you're also doing beauty services. So you do facials, right? So for your skincare products, that's going to be one classification, which typically is class 3. But in some situations, depending on if your skincare products are medicated versus non-medicated, it may be a different classification. So don't just take my word and run with it just because I'm an attorney. Make sure that that class fits what you are selling your products in. Because again, like I said, if it gets deep. So if you're doing non-medicated versus medicated, medicated will not be in class 3. However, non-medicated will be in class 3, the basics, right? Lotions, face washes, things like that. Don't try and put lubricants in there and say that I said class 3 was for lubricants, because that's not right? So you have to be very specific. So still do your research. Don't just take my word for it. Do your own research if you are filing by yourself to make sure that that is the class for you. However, typically it'll be class 3 for skincare products, right? And then let's say you have your services. So you also do facials. That's going to be a whole nother classification. So if you do not protect yourself in that classification, you leave the door open for someone else to come in and swoop up your name for those beauty services if you don't do it in that classification as well. So anytime you're offering a product and a service, you know right automatically you need at least 2 classifications, because no services are in the same classes as any products. Like in any industry, that's just how it works. Services are always going to be different from the product. So make sure you're following the right classifications, okay, y'all? That's all I got for that. So those are my tips for this video. That's not obviously going to tell you how to file the trademark completely, right? But it's going to help you get started and help you start off in the right direction and doing it the right way. So I hope these tips were helpful. Again, I do not recommend anyone filing by themselves, but I know y'all gonna do what y'all want to do. Y'all not gonna listen to me anyway. If you want to file that application by yourself, you're gonna file it, which is why I made this video, because I was like, there's always gonna be somebody out there that files by themselves anyway. So because there's people out there filing by themselves, I'm going to be the person to give you guys a few tips to help you make sure you're in the right direction. And always just do your research on your own. Now, if you're hiring myself to do it for you, you don't have to do no research, okay? You just come to me and I do all the research and I tell you exactly what you need, because that's what you're paying me for. But if you're doing it yourself, of course, make sure you do your research. All right, y'all, I hope this video wasn't too confusing, because I do feel like I was all over the place. I hope this video was helpful. If you guys have any other topics you want me to talk about, or any other tips you want me to give you in terms of trademarks, then let me know, y'all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff that the YouTubers say, and I will see you guys next time.